Hello friends, Sentinel H here, and welcome to a brand new game. It literally came out the day that I'm recording this. I only found out about it yesterday, but oh boy, I was excited about it. So this is Cultist Simulator. I have the Perpetual Edition. If you want this edition of the game, you gotta buy it within the next couple of days because you can't get it after the first week the game's out. This is a game that was created by one of the creators of the game Fallen London, as well as the creators of the game Sunless, both of which are pretty awesome. This is a game about running our own cult. Very interesting. So let's get going here. This is my first time playing it. I've only briefly seen the way it works. It's basically a card game. I'm an aspirant. Alone in this chilly... Oh, I clicked it. I shouldn't have clicked it. Alone in this chilly city, blah, blah, blah. I need to name myself. Sentinel H. We now have a name. So we're going to take cards and use them on these tiles in order to do stuff. So let's get going. So we have the work tile. I can earn a living or practice the invisible arts. So we have menial employment. That's all we got. Another shift at the hospital. Mopping the darkened hallways. Delivering post to hollow-eyed invalids. Trundling corpse-laden gurneys to the basement. Doesn't sound great, but we're doing it. So you can fast forward or run at normal speed. So we're going to fast forward. Halfway through your shift, the head porter beckons you aside. We won't require your services any longer, he says. Here, your last payment. I have lost my job. At least now I have a little time to rest, and my health improves. Dream is unlocked. So I've now unlocked the ability to dream. I can dream of things. So we now have a couple more cards. I need to pause this. So the way this game works is that it generates you get cards and you use them on things. So this is the dream tile. I can rest, consider my priorities, or risk myself in exploration of the kingdoms of sleep. I have a card that says contentment. I'm happy, I think. Contentment defends against dread, but contentment doesn't last. Yeah, if I want to use this card, I only have 55 seconds to do so before it disappears. Aspect influence. So this is an influence card. Influence cards fade. It's also a lantern. Life is a pure flame. We live by an invisible sun within us. Lantern is the principle of the secret place, sometimes called the house of the sun, and the light above it. And then contentment is also related to heart. The heart relentless beats to protect the skin of the world we understand. The heart is the principle that continues and preserves. So yeah, everything is built out of aspects, it looks like. So that's contentment. We have health, which is my body. There are other bodies, but this one is mine, and my mind needs it as a fungus needs soil. With enough vitality, you can gain more health. So it's an ability. It's also an ingredient. And again, it's the heart. So we have some money. Enough to support me for a little while in adequate comfort. That is an ingredient. And we also have passion. Dull minds are never either intuitive or mathematical. With enough glimmering, you can study to gain more passion. So glimmerings are like contentment, I think. They decay away if you don't use them. So we also have now, this is the aspect of the moth. I knew a man who captured moths in a bell jar. On nights like this, he would release them one by one to die in the candle. That sounds terrible. Why would you do that? So I've got this. Time passes. So this thing is apparently going to require something. I need funds to live. So I think we're going to end up needing money in order to do things. I could work. That's the thing. If you hover over these cards, or if you click on... No, wait. If I pull them off the table and hold them, it'll show me what areas I can put them in. So I could dream of money. I could dream of health. I can't use contentment for anything. I can work my passion. Let's go ahead and... I used to paint. I could paint those sights I half remember from my dreams. I might sell something. I probably won't. We're going to try and do that. And there's also this thing here. It's a yearning. If I am restless, perhaps this is what I want. So this symbol means that it consumes the cards you put there. And apparently the only thing I can put there is restlessness. I don't have any restlessness, so we'll just be working our passion. And then I could dream of money. In times of a special crisis, I might visit a discreet pharmacist to purchase a tincture of opium and make my dreams sweet, but only in times of special crisis. This is an expensive and risky way to gain contentment. Oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want to do that. I can dream of my health and early night. Sure, let's do that. And then we'll fast forward the game. So the game, it is a lot of waiting for things to happen, but thankfully you can fast forward. So our contentment's going to expire before we have a chance to do anything with it. I think that's fine. I think that's just showing us this idea of decay cards. It's going to go away there it goes. It disappeared. Okay, so now we have something. I think that means the game's saved. And we got something else. A bequest arrives. A letter from a solicitor. The old man at the hospital, the one I dream of, has named me in his will. So, ooh, then look at that. Our money is gone. So, the time passes. I must have funds to live or I'll become ill. So, it looks like, so this magnet means it sucks things up. It grabs a card. So, I must pay or stop. Yeah, so this is going to grab a money like every 60 seconds, it looks like. So, I finished a painting to the excitement of absolutely no one but me. Sometimes painting will give you glimmerings. Study them to unlock more advanced painting options. I have a glimmering, but it only lasts for 178 seconds. My passion's exhausted, so I have to wait 58 seconds before I can use it again. I dreamed of of health. Sometimes I have dreamt of a tall woman in a sand-colored coat who stands at the foot of my bed, smiling as she watches me sleep. In that dream, she turns her head with the swiftness of a bird, and her fingers flex like talons. I do not think I dreamt of her last night. If I had, I could not have slept so soundly. We have health, and we have a fleeting memory. It looks like this is going to decay in 28 seconds. A moment in time, another moment, and it'll be gone. It's an aspect of the secret histories. And, of course, it's an influence, so it's going to disappear soon. Cool. Can we do anything with it? I cannot. Can I do anything with my glimmering? I can't. I could work my health? Oh, unskilled labor. Backbreaking work for meager pay. Is this the best I can do? Yeah, I could do that. I could not do that, and I could dream again. Let's do that. This is gonna give me this. It says that this dude put me in his will, so I imagine I'm gonna get some money. So I don't really need to do work. That's cool. The card gets gray. It grays out as it starts to decay. That's cool. The old man has bequeathed me a sum of money and a packet of peculiar papers. Poetry, riddles, metaphysical speculations. For the first time in months, here is some fuel for my reason. Study is unlocked. Ooh, I've unlocked study just before my fleeting memory decayed. Actually, no, I can't use that here. So I can't study the memory. And you can stack cards. That's kind of neat. I have the bequest. I could study the package. But it wants me to choose an approach. I have to choose reason or passion. Well, I'd like to use passion, but I gotta wait 30 seconds for that. So instead of doing that, why don't we study our glimmering before it disappears? Oh, I need more than one. A taste of what might be. So I need more glimmerings. The only way to get more glimmerings is going to be to paint. Find work, which will spare my body, if not my mind. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We will study the bequest, and we will use reason. I'll examine each item with meticulous care. Books of the memory which does not die. 30 seconds for that. That'll give us long enough for our passion will come back up, so we can do some painting and hopefully get another glimmering, and then maybe we'll be able to study our glimmerings, and they won't disappear. That'll be fun. This is an interesting game. Okay, so we've lost some more money. Our passion has come back. We have something here. Old, unhappy, far-off things. Moth finds the light in the dark, and so do I. So that happened because of my early night. So I got another fleeting memory, but of course I can't actually do anything with it unless that's what you put here, but this hasn't unlocked. But I can work my passion, or I could dream about passion. I know this dream. A road crests a hilltop. It's got more of those moth things. But I want to do some painting. And it wants that yearning, which I don't have. But it'll give me a glimmering. Oh, wait, something's happened here. The study is good. Examine the bequest and playing reason. My correspondent describes my dreams exactly. They use names that are instantly familiar. The house, the wood, the hours, the glory. They knew secrets beneath time and the skin of the world. A new curiosity burns in me. There is a note here. Directions to a bookshop that does not advertise its wares. Okay. So we have a Watchman's secret. It's been expressed like this. Each hour has its color, but color exists only where there is light. We have notes on a possible collaborator. My correspondent had recorded his observations of me. He believed I had potential. He recorded his observations of someone else, too. Perhaps I can find that person. I also have temptation and enlightenment. It has occurred to me that I hold the key to wisdom. This card will allow you to win an enlightenment victory if you upgrade it far enough. Dreaming about it might advance or change it. So this is an aspect desire, my ultimate aim. There will be a price. And the marks of light. I may seek immortality and enlightenment in the hour called the Watchman. His touch brings particular appetites and marks. Interesting. I still can't do anything with my fleeting memory. I can study the glimmering, but I need another one. I'm currently painting, so in 60 seconds I'll have another glimmering. So I want to make sure that I have my study available in 60 seconds. So let's go ahead and study the directions to Moorlands. When one deals in the kind of books my correspondent studied, one must be circumspect. That'll only take 30 seconds, which is fine. And we'll go to fast forward. Wait, I can do some dreaming. I better not fast forward. I should dream about something. You can dream with reason? The wandering mind. There was once a man who said that the sleep of reason produced monsters. Often it is healthy to let the mind wander in sleep, but if I keep dreaming, sooner or later some sort of monster will rise from my own fears. Okay, so we're going to do that. You can press space to pause and unpause, and N and M to switch between fast forward and normal speed. Okay, so our fleeting memory is gone. We now have whatever this is. Ooh, we have restlessness now. Can I plug that in? Half-glimpsed wistfulness has touched me. We have our restlessness, and I can plug it into the yearning slot. Ooh. Aspect Grail. The principle of the Grail honors both the birth and the feast. More of the lantern. Influence that fades. And the forge. Fire, I once read, is the winter that warms and the spring that consumes. The principle of the forge transforms and destroys. So we are now using our yearning. So it looks like you can add the yearning at any point. As long as it's there when the painting completes, it'll apply. Let's see what happens. I'm excited. How did I get that? I dreamed with health, and that showed up. Okay, so an ill-lit street, an ill-favored bend in a lesser river, a soft yellow light through a grimy window. Miss Moreland nods as I enter, but doesn't rise. I never ask the names of my clients, she informs me, before I have time to introduce myself. Explorer is unlocked. So I now have Moreland's shop. The dim premises of Miss Moreland, who deals in rare and sometimes dangerous books. Unique. Can only exist once. It's a location. So there's only one of these. Now that I've found a location, I can explore it. Explore the city with health or followers. Explore locations or investigate the possibilities of lore. Exploration is often unpredictable. So I could explore Moorlands. I can explore with health. I can explore my occult scrap. Seek out the secret places of the city. There are places in the city where I can find extraordinary things if I can sift the clues out of history and rumor. I can also study my occult scrap. Oh, but I need 2 of them. So I need 2 occult scraps, and I could make it better. Can I combine it with something? No, I don't think I have anything that goes there. Interesting. Well, let's keep my occult scrap, and let's explore Moreland's shop. Oh, it's going to cost something. It's going to cost money. So I got to spend money at Moreland's. It takes time to sort the good gold from the dross, the wheat from the chaff, the blood from the water. If I buy enough books, I'll find something interesting. Alright, let's start that. As far as study goes... Well, if I do study, I need to make sure it's done in 30 seconds. I can't study money. I'd like to study the notes on the collaborator. It's going to take 30 seconds. Okay, that works out well. I'm going to have to spend more money. Boop. Ah, there it goes. Okay, we're done painting. I found a customer. She'll probably hang it in her spare bedroom and never look at it again, but her money is good. Sometimes painting will gain you glimmerings. Study them to unlock more. So I've collected that. I have another glimmering. Earn a living or practice the invisible arts. So now I have 2 glimmerings. I got 2 monies, and I got some contentment, which I can't do anything with. My passion has been exhausted, so I got to wait for something. I could do menial jobs, but I've got no reason to. I got plenty of money. Okay, there we go. Ooh, we've got some stuff. An acquaintance. I wait in answer to a letter. All right. We finished. We found a potential collaborator, and now I have an address. We've also collected something called Mystique. They remember who I am. Mystique may attract the attention of hunters. They can't use it to build a case against you, but it will encourage them to look harder. Reputation. Many fear their reputation, few their conscience. Interesting. So people will start coming after us then. I found something noteworthy at Moorlands. I found Traveling at Night, Volume 1. The annotated dream journals of Christopher Illipoli, sometimes called the only readable occultist. Literate, entertaining, bewildering. So I can study a book. I don't need to go back to Moorlands, but I can study that book. I can't do anything with my Mystique. But what I want to do is study my glimmerings. So I can study my glimmering and then study the second one. There we go. 2 glimmerings. The tigers of wrath are wiser than the horses of instruction. If I spend time studying what I've learned, I could increase my passion and gain a skill. Cool. I want a skill. So it's going to take 60 seconds to do that. It seems like it takes 30 seconds per card that you put in a thing. I don't know if that's particularly true. That's what seems to be happening. I want to... Wait. That finished, but now it's taking more time. I don't know what's going on there. I want to explore something. Wait, we can work on our temptation? Oh, this is practicing the invisible arts, isn't it? But it says I can put it in here. But it won't let me start it. That's weird. Something I can do, something I know, or something I am. So we can work any of these things here, like rights, desires, abilities, and job. Arrangement to exchange one's life for money. Oh, it's so sad. That makes it sound terrible. But that's kind of what it is. Okay, so let's just wait for our passion. We don't need more money. Oh no, I wanted to explore something. We can use our health to explore. I can't use money for some reason. I'm surprised I can't. But actually, you know, nah, I want to keep it. Because I think if I study this, I might gain occult scraps. Let us use our health to do some exploring. It's only going to take 10 seconds. Why does that keep ticking around? Whoa, what happened? I've found someone whom I might pay to enact regrettable necessities. What? A hulking fellow. I get the job done. This hireling may be useful for some expeditions and can help with hunters and annoyances. Aspect mortal. Aspect edge. And he's a follower. Health. Fatigued. This card can't be used, but it will recover after 60 seconds. I can cover it faster by dreaming. Right. So I found somebody that I can hire. I don't feel like I need to do that, but I want to do everything. So we'll buy their loyalty for now, apparently. Ooh, this is done. Dreams of the rain. I dreamt of the rain, whispering in the eaves, tapping on windows like an old friend, hissing prankishly in the chimney. So I got more contentment. Not that I really needed it. You can't... Okay, you can't stack cards that decay. So let's keep going. I can't do anything with contentment. You can stick it in here, but... Or you can stick it... There was something you could stick it in somewhere, but it doesn't do anything. And it gives you a little thing that says, oh, this won't do anything, you know. So don't do it. I mean, I want to put something in there. Can I dream about the occult scrap? I could dream of... No, that's not dreaming about money. I remember. That's like buying some weird thing. An acquaintance. The reply to your letter is courteous, if cautious. They're intrigued by how you found their name, intrigued enough to meet you. Collect it. Sylvia, an acquaintance. Interrogate, intimidate, beguile, or instruct, recruit. So I have Sylvia. Sylvia lost her eye in the woods when she was 9 years old. Every year at Candlemas, she returns to the place she buried it. What? Okay, so Sylvia's a bit weird. But then that makes sense. So what can I do with Sylvia? All I can do is talk to her. So let's talk to Sylvia. Her aspect is mortal. The long habit of living indisposes for dying. And she's an acquaintance. So let's start talking to her. Here's someone I might work with, a companion or a follower. But first I must give them something to follow. A society, a sodality, an order, a cult. Well, my desire is enlightenment, but we haven't really done much with it. Ooh. Choose your founding principles. Tradition and compulsion, old, new, or both together. Add lore to determine your cult's founding principles. Well, it's going to decay in 28 seconds, so I could do it now, but I don't have to do it now. I have begun my true work. The authorities will take an interest in it. I must be ready for them. You have begun to establish your cult. So we have our acquaintance, but we've also got some notoriety, so it's like Mystique. They remember what I've done. Notoriety may allow hunters to build a case against you. Okay, so I'm a little notorious, and I've got some interesting Mystique. So I could dream about my enlightenment temptation. Should... That might change it into something else, or it might advance it. Okay, let's see what I can do. Wait, I can talk to occults? Talking publicly about the invisible arts will attract attention. Perhaps that's what I want. Okay. But then I can also do this. An occult society dedicated to the study of the 5 histories and their 1,000 demi-real branches. Aspect lore. Knowledge and the invisible arts. Secret histories. Interesting. Okay, maybe I won't do that yet. I'd like to have something... I don't want to use up my occult scrap. I want to make it better. Where'd my passion go? Oh, it's still exhausted. Oh, there goes more of our money. Oh, that expired. One of our contentments is gone, but our passion has... With enough glimmering, you can study to gain more passion. Well, it's going to be done very soon. There are more windows in my soul, but sunlight isn't the only thing that passes through a window. I've gained passion, but it will be more difficult to gain passion next time. So I now have 2 passion cards, which is nice. And I have a skill, a vivid imagination. My daydreams sometimes outpace my dreams. Use this with work to paint, or with study and with 4 glimmerings to gain more passion. Okay, so use it with work. Art or bread. I can employ passion to do the best work I can. Or if I have a reputation, I can paint something to win attention. Interesting. And I still can't work my enlightenment. So I can stick that in there. And then, you never know, this might be a living. Add passion to make distinctive paintings. Add mystique and especially notoriety to attract attention and make more money. Be careful. If you use notoriety, exhibiting paintings will keep you in the public eye. So I can use my mystique to make more money. And I can use one of my passion. What happens if I instead use 2 passion? 4 of the moth, 3 of the that, 2 of this. Using mystique does the reputation. Interesting. 2. and 1. So this will give me 2 of the moth, whereas I get 4 of the moth and 2 of the ingredient if I use 2 passion. So I get more stuff if I use 2 passion, but the mystique will help me make more money. Interesting. And in order to study I propose to learn anything, I wouldn't be reading this stuff. Now reading sentimental literature. Let's not do that. Let us study this book. I want to study that book. Okay, and while we do that, we will use passion and what the heck? We'll use our mystique. Oh, now we need inspiration. A worthy subject isn't essential, but it's useful. Some subjects will draw the authority's attention, but those aren't the interesting ones. Aren't those the interesting ones? Okay, so what can I put there? Oh, I can put a lot of things there. I can put Sylvia there. I can put contentment there. A mood piece. This should have an impact. So it would gain 2 of that, 2 of the lanterns, and something that decays. I could also do Sylvia. Something to remember them by. What do I expect them to die soon? I could do an occult scrap, which would probably get me... Those who know will understand, as will the Suppression Bureau. Okay, so that's going to attract attention. A Watchman's secret. Oh, the Suppression... Okay, so that will draw the attention of people. Let's just do the inspiration. Let's use my contentment before it expires. And do something useful with that. As far as my dreams go, how about should I do some more dreaming with reason? Or should I dream my passions? Let's dream about passion. Oh, we can use lore now. If I engage in an occult practice before I sleep, I might find the way to a deeper dream. Oh, I could use my occult scrap. Wait, what else can I use? Oh, I could use the Watchman's secret. Let's do that. I could sleep in a room without colors, bleach the sheets, whitewash the walls, dye my hair, and paint my skin. The bleached way. That's weird. The moonlit road. Should we do the moonlit road or the bleached way? Let's do the moonlit road. I like that. I'll use the Watchman's secret for something else. I could talk about it. I could talk to Sylvia some more. I could put the Watchman's secret in here. Establish the Mirror of Glory, an occult society dedicated to the understanding of the light that leaks from a fiercer place. That's interesting. You know what? Let's do that. I'm interested in the Watchman, whatever the heck it is. A terrible clarity. Our purpose demands we recognize truths that chill the spirit. I must give of myself. I must give of myself to honor the power we will serve. So I have to give of my reason? Mirror of Glory, an occult society to get an understanding of the light that leaks from a fiercer place. You can use cults with the talk verb to recruit and promote followers and to send them out on errands to gather resources. A believer can be promoted to a disciple. A few gifted disciples can be exalted even higher to seers. Okay. That sounds neat. Maybe we should... Shall we talk with Sylvia some more? Once you've established a cult, use talk with the cult to recruit an acquaintance to your cult's ranks. Oh, so I can't talk to Sylvia again. I could work with Sylvia? Ooh. Oh, I see. Oh, we need paints? I could spend money on better paints, or perhaps I could find more exotic pigments. What, like blood? I don't have access to it, so I have to spend some money. Well, you gotta spend money to make money. We gotta make this... I want to make a really good painting. Ooh. So our health is fatigued, and we now have a hulking fellow. What can we do to explore? I mean, I can explore Moreland some more, but whatever. He'll last for 114 seconds. I could talk to him. Discuss occult business. Significant conversations in a smoking meeting room. What do I need from my follower? Add your cult to send them out on cult business. Send them after enemies or raise another matter. Let's wait then until our cult is actually formed. After I give of my reason. Okay, so it's all done. I have not shirked. I have insight. Interesting. And funds. I've spent a lot on that painting. I really hope it pays off. Ooh, what's this? A trembling in the air. The sun flickers like a shadow. Dreams ripple behind the surface of mirrors. I must be careful not to drift from the waking world. Fascination may provoke visions. So I need fascination. Well, I don't have any fascination. So this is going to expire. Oh, wait. No, it grabs a card to fill its void. So it's waiting until I get... Like, it'll grab some fascination, I think. Let's see if I gain fascination from anything. I'm surprised this isn't running. What's up with the cult? My first recruit. A cult with one member is only an unusual habit. I must have a recruit. Alright. I'll put Sylvia in there. Reason dimmed. My mind is weary. This card can't be used. It'll recover to 6. Okay. So I've dimmed my reason. Because I've used it. Oh! Whoa! 10. Something should sell. My recent work has drawn some attention. Collect everything. Whoa. So we have more Mystique now. Because I used... Did I use the Mystique? I think so. So I've got more Mystique. Which is probably a bad thing. It makes people look for me. I have 3 Glimmerings, which is nice. My passion's been exhausted. I need 1 more Glimmering in order to research my skill some more. What can I do with this? Nothing. It needs fascination. I need to figure out how to make fascination. Earn a living or practice the invisible arts. Okay, so let us use our vivid imagination. Add passion to make distinctive paintings. My passion has been exhausted. Where's my other passion? I have 2 of them. Oh, I was I'm dreaming my passion right now. Illipli describes how he came to make repeated visits to a dream wood via what he calls silver dreams. Trying to think your way to the wood, he explains, is like thinking your way to being in love. But I did find a secret that helped. Okay, so I've gained something called Erudition. I have learnt a great deal lately. I may be close to advancement. Erudition can be used with study to gain reason. It lasts only 3 minutes if unused. So if I study Erudition... I need more Erudition. A barber's warning? A power of the wood enjoys the separation of the lock from the scalp. For attention, burn it. For opportunity, bury it. Speak this over a corpse in a rite with a winter influence present, and the corpse will rise. Oh, wow. I could study this. I need the Watchman's secret. Darn it, I used that. Or I need another barber's warning. Okay. Well, I should be getting the Watchman's secret back once this is done. So I could use the Watchman's secret with the barber's warning and something will happen. I could only explore moorlands. What's that? Oh yeah, I have my hireling now. My health is still fatigued. I can't study my erudition. I'm waiting for things to happen. I can't study my skill without 4 glimmerings. I have 3. Alright. Let's let some things tick over and see what we get. Okay. Our rise begins. I have founded my cult. This is a step to greater power. Use your cult to recruit and promote followers. Talk with followers about your cult to send them out on cult business. Okay. Achievement unlocked, Mirror of Glory. So that's my cult. My cult is the Mirror of Glory. Aspect, Veneration, Lantern. This organization venerates the principle called Lantern, which we call upon in the name of the Door in the Eye and the Flower Maker, among others. The Door in the Eye.